Welcome back to Anthem. I had a couple of people left comments asking if I would check out the game again, see if anything has changed and whether it's worth actually playing the game. So we're basically revisiting Anthem in 2020 and asking the question, is it worth playing now? So I jumped into the game and I wasn't actually expecting much. I didn't think there would be too many players on this game, but I was surprised because I did manage to find other people to play with. And when you think of Anthem, it was basically one of, if not the biggest flop of 2019. People absolutely hated the game. I enjoyed it. I'm not saying it was great because there were a lot of problems, but for what it was worth, the gameplay, I actually enjoyed my time on Anthem. I just wish the developers took a different route because they are obviously now working on a complete overhaul. I've been trying to catch up with a couple of videos. We could possibly see that Fort Tarsis gets destroyed and replaced with a different social hub. I did a video a little while back talking about the possibilities of the loot changes and the UI changes and how it could look at some point in the future. We don't know whether they're going to give the overhaul out to players for free because I'm going to say it's a couple of years worth of work when they finally get it done. They've been working on it for a little while now. But I don't know if we'll get it for free, whether it's going to be sold off as a completely new game, whether it's going to be like a paid sort of expansion for the current game. We literally don't know anything at the moment. But what I did was I loaded into the game and I thought I would just go through the Tyrant Mine Stronghold. It was my favourite stronghold to play when I was playing the game. I wasn't really a fan of the others, although I did play them from time to time. But I jumped in and I tried matchmaking on Grandmaster 3, which is the toughest difficulty in the game. And I had absolutely no luck. It chucked me in by myself. I attempted to take a couple of enemies down and I thought if I'm going to make it to the end, there's no point. The loot isn't that great. They're not updating the game at all. So it would just be a long grind, tedious and boring by myself, just to get pretty much no reward from it. So I backed out of that session. I searched for Grandmaster 2. It did sit there matchmaking for a little while, but I did manage to find another player. So I jumped in, both of us started taking down the enemies, gathering up the echoes, and as we got further and further into the stronghold, we actually had more players join us. In the end, we did manage to get a 4-player group together, just random matchmaking on Anthem, and I was incredibly surprised. And then there's going to be a couple of clips I'll put in at the end where you actually hear my commentary. I got really excited at the end of this stronghold because of the loot that dropped. I don't think I've ever seen that much loot drop from a boss. But in terms of content, there's absolutely nothing new in this game. It's all the same stuff you would have done back in 2019. I don't know how often they're changing the seasonal stuff. I never really looked into that. I think they do still, the game's basically in maintenance mode, so if there's seasonal content, they'll keep refreshing that, but other than that, there is nothing else. So, because I don't want this video to be really long, I'm going to pretty much end the commentary there, and to answer the question, if you've never played Anthem, you will possibly have some fun. The game lasted about, I'm going to say 150 to 200 hours until I started getting bored of it. And there is a decent amount to do if you've never played it before. They did a lot of bug fixes, so with people saying it was bricking consoles and stuff, that doesn't happen anymore. There are still some bugs in there, the game isn't perfect. But overall, if you've never played it before, it's always cheap. You can pick it up for, if you look on some key sites and stuff, you can get the game for under £10 on Xbox. I think if I remember correctly, I looked at the prices yesterday and CD Keys is selling the Legion of Dawn edition of this game, which is the biggest edition you can get. I think it's £9.50. Or £12.50 or something like that. It's not an expensive game. I wouldn't go buying it directly off the Microsoft store if you're going to pick it up on Xbox or anything, because you'll still have to pay full price. And at this current time, this game is 100% not worth its full price. So look around. I mean, even if you go to a pre-owned game shop, you can probably get this for £10-15. I don't think you're going to pay any more than that. But in terms of content, absolutely nothing new. There is a decent amount that'll tide you over for the time being if you've never played it before. But other players that have played, they got to the max level and they started doing the gear side of it. For an example, my Colossus is 854, power level, gear level, whatever you want to call it. I think it goes up to 950 or something like that. If you've played it before, there's absolutely nothing new, so I wouldn't necessarily say it's worth revisiting unless you miss it and just fancy playing it for a little bit here and there. So overall, I'm going to say it's not really worth revisiting if you've played in the past. But if you've never played before, then it's an incredibly cheap game from lots of different places. So I'd recommend picking it up if you can get it cheap. It's not a dreadful game. People just started hating, and then people started jumping on the bandwagon, and the hate kind of just overtook the positives of it. I always tried defending this game, and I just got outnumbered, basically. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck some gameplay clips in of the run on this stronghold so that you can hear my reactions, because it was surprising, like finding other players and then seeing the loot that I got. The way they did the loot drops, at least, they did it fun. Like when it dropped, it was actually kind of exciting, whereas a lot of the time you look at the loot and that excitement instantly transforms into disappointment. But I'll leave you with the game clips. I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Oh, I found someone! Holy shit! There's actually someone in the world that's playing Anthem. Let's go, Huck. Huck 7984. What a legend. Freelancer down. Oh, Huck. I actually got someone else in this game as well. Got Huck and A-Gene 502. I got a legendary. I've just noticed I've got a full fucking lobby. 4 of us doing this. Please, Masterwork or Legendary, please, 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 open it. 2 blues and a purple. I'm on GM2. Come on, land, so I can pop your fucking side. Thank you. We have just fucked her up. She's gonna get away. Don't let her get away. Don't let her jump. Pop her fucking side. Pop her side. Oh, you shit bastards. Pop her side. I don't pop them when she's climbing up the fucking wall. Come on, I want my ult back. That's it. Someone freeze, I'll do the combos. Yes, give me my ult back. Now I stand back and let you lot kill. Or I'll just keep robbing the combos. Ow. Right, is she going to come back out yet? There she is. Oh, I forgot we popped that side. She's being ulted. Sit down, bitch. Oh, I slapped her for $500,000. No, don't let her go. No, we're going to kill her. We're going to kill her. As she's climbing up the wall. Finish her off. Oh, we did. Oh, she dropped me. Oh, look at the loot. Look at the fucking loot. 2 purples, 5 masterworks, and a legendary. She was right at the top of that wall. Quick, how do we chuck a light? Oh, quick. Chuck a flare. Take a flare. Everyone celebrate. See, but that's how a looter shooter should be. And everyone fucking hates Anthem. You don't ever get that excited when you get a fucking shitty rainbow roll on Div 2.